You just finished making an outfit, but you feel like it's missing something. You want to accessorize, but you don't know how to do that. Well, lucky for you, you're in the right place. What's up, guys? I am Tanner with Gateway Fashion, and today I want to teach you how to mindfully accessorize. The feeling of an incomplete outfit haunts me daily. There's always another detail to be added or something extra to be thrown in. Usually I cure this by putting on a couple necklaces or wearing a few bracelets, but pieces like that usually lack originality. I set out to cure this plague of averageness a little while ago, and so today I bring to you a step-by-step guide detailing all of the ways to get the most out of your accessories. Your relationship with your accessories begins when you first acquire them, and if you have positive memories surrounding the item, you more often gravitate towards liking it. I really hate corporations and the late-stage capital greed that surrounds them, so more often than not, I'll buy my accessories from local suppliers, and I live in an area with a large older population, so there's lots of craft fairs and unique art stores around here, and it's a very good way to find unique things. By buying local, you're not only supporting your community, but you're also finding things that you wouldn't be able to anywhere else. If you limit yourself to shopping just online or from big brands, you're only going to end up wearing the same things as everyone else. One of my favorites is this ring made out of a quarter. The weathered silver look really speaks to me, and the DIY aspect of it is just so cool. Another of my favorites is this charm necklace I have. This local guy just wraps copper wire around cool rocks, and the simplicity of it is just so awesome because it ends up with such a great result. It's so awesome that I just try to work it into almost every jewelry stack I make. However, things like necklaces and rings aren't good for doing anything other than looking pretty. Practical accessories are far more important in your day-to-day life, so it serves to reason that you should care about making these look good as well. That's the reason a lot of people get into watches. It's because they have some use. You're allowed to invest yourself more deeply into it. However, you don't need to care that much in order to wear one effectively. In your practical accessories, you want to actually be practical in your acquisition of them. That's why my favorite brand is Casio, because these things are so darn cheap. Because they're so accessible, you'll find other people wearing them, and the community found with something in common is always awesome. And, watch guys are insufferable, so keeping yourself in the shallow end of this pool is generally the right move. You really don't want to get caught not knowing enough by these guys, so if you can't read an analog, just buy a digital watch. And if you thrift a watch, please go to the jewelry store and put a battery in the damn thing. It's like $5 and it's going to change your whole world. Hats fall into a similar category with watches. However, each hat has its own different practical function. So making sure your hat fits the situation is very important because you don't want to be the idiot wearing a beanie in the summertime. Whenever your accessories match the situations, you'll end up with a more compelling and complete look. More often than not, though, people do not address the aesthetics of the necessities. Where something like a watch or a hat on a sunny day is nice, things like a backpack on your day at school or noise-canceling headphones in a social situation, you can't go without. Instead of trying to ignore your backpack, find one that matches your style. I've got this yellow one I really like. The danglies on it are super cool, and it adds a nice pop of color to my outfits without doing all of that much. By purchasing a backpack that works with nearly everything, it adds a level to everything I wear instead of taking it down a notch. The headphones are a smaller piece, but they can still make or break an outfit. I love putting over-the-ear headphones around my neck whenever I'm wearing something casual. Not only does it make me not have to bother with carrying them around, but it alleviates my need to actually wear neck accessories, and I can just do it with something practical. I feel like my biggest fear when I was first trying to get accessories is that I was scared of going overboard. I really believe that's much harder to do than you actually think. The only real way you can get that over-accessorized look is by not doing it in a balanced fashion and just over-accessorizing one area. The main three areas that your accessories are going to go onto is going to be your neck and then both of your hands. If you put 8 bracelets all on your one wrist, you'd look a little bit silly. But if you split them up amongst both of your wrists, you would end up with a more balanced look. And if you then again double it and have 8 bracelets on both wrists, you'll still look unbalanced. But you can then balance that out by putting necklaces on and by all of your areas being accessorized in the same amount. It's not going to give you that over-accessorized look, but it's instead going to be interesting and add depth to your outfit. Obviously, you can put accessories in other spots, but that is beyond my artistic skill. But it should not be beyond your repertoire. Earrings are a pretty easy one, but they take a lot of commitment. Things like waist accessories have been popular in the last couple years, like the keychains and stuff. Understanding that almost anything can be added to your outfit will lead to big strides and interesting ideas. This experimentation will lead you down many paths, allowing you to do what you desire and create many intriguing looks. Exercising your creativity will allow your personality to shine through in your outfits. When the whole idea of adding accessories to your outfits is to add personality, getting creative is a no-brainer. It's hard to give inspiration for creativity, but just look at what you like and what you can do with it. I put this little tennis racket pin on one of my favorite hats, and I think it adds a whole nother dimension to the piece. With little details like this, you'll be able to quickly improve upon what you're already doing. Alrighty then, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go out there, wear some cool clothes, and I'll see you next time.